OCR stands for Optical Character Recognition. It is the process of extracting text from images. The extracted text then replaces the document's index text, if any previously exists. It is most often used to extract text from files that have no index text. OCR can be run in MindServer administration or in Axcelerate Review and Analysis, also known as RNA. It is a recommended best practice to conduct OCR in MindServer administration prior to publishing documents to the Review and Analysis application. Reason being that this makes OCR text available in Axcelerate ingestion, which is important when searching will be used to cull a dataset prior to publishing documents to Review and Analysis. The system can also use the OCR text for learning and phrase detection. You may be asking yourself if it is recommended to OCR documents in MindServer prior to publishing documents to Review and Analysis, why does the functionality exist in Review and Analysis? The functionality is available to provide flexibility. Some possible scenarios for needing this functionality in RNA include if you opted to OCR specific file types before publish. After publish, you may identify additional file types that require OCR. Or perhaps you publish a dataset to Axcelerate Review and Analysis without any OCR to make it quickly available for review. You may now need to OCR documents without text for production if they are required to be produced with text. It is important to note that when OCR is conducted within RNA, new words found by OCR are automatically added to the index for Axcelerate Review and Analysis. However, they are not added to the index for Axcelerate ingestion. Prior to conducting keyword searches within your application, it is a best practice to check to see if there are any documents without text. The easiest way to check this is to use the Document Characteristics Smart Filter located under the File Properties category. Any documents that do not contain extracted text will be labeled as without text. Some of the more common reasons that a document might not have text are as follows. The native document is an image file, such as a TIFF, JPEG, or BMP. The document is a non-searchable PDF. The document contains only images, such as a Microsoft Word file that contains only screenshots. There is no native document, only an image ingested using CSV load. There is no text file, only an image file loaded using CSV merge. Or the document is an exception file that could not be completely processed. The OCR option is activated in Axcelerate RNA by default. In order to run OCR, the following conditions must be met. You must have the case manager or higher role. Native documents or images must be stored in one of the project storages, or the reference file of a CSV data source must contain references to images. The respective documents must not be protected. To OCR documents, locate and select the documents you want to OCR by using the Document Characteristics Smart Filter and choosing Without Text. In addition, you may want to consider adding an additional MIME type smart filter within the Document Properties category in order to narrow your results list down to file types that you are most interested in, like PDF. Once selected, in the Actions menu, select OCR in bulk. The Bulk OCR Wizard opens. You will see a summary panel containing information about your document selection. Before running the OCR job, be aware that any text which may exist for the selected documents will be replaced and cannot later be recovered. so be sure of this before you continue. Click Run OCR. You can now monitor the progress of the OCR job on the Administration Jobs page. If the OCR job has errors, you can download the error log for details. Once the OCR job is complete, you can use the Document Characteristics Smart Filter to locate documents that contain text extracted by OCR or documents that failed OCR text extraction. Text extracted by OCR indicates text extraction was successful. Note that this does not mean that the document now has text. It is possible to have a document listed as text extracted by OCR and still have a document characteristics value of without text. Now that we know how to run OCR, what really happens during the process? Depending on the available storages and the files they contain, the OCR feature can extract text from files in different storages. It first searches the storages for images. If it does not find an image, it searches the native file storage. If a native file is found, this file is then converted into an image file for the OCR process. After the OCR process, the image file is then deleted.